Hello all, and welcome to another Kathy Reichs video. It's Art here with the book review for Evil Bones, the 24th novel in the Temperance Brenan series by Kathy Reichs. This was given to me for review, courtesy of Simon Schuster Publishing. But we have to drill down on it, so here we go. First of all, my pros. I love the Temperance Brenan character. I love the book series. Most of the books are good. There are some that just don't hit very well. I love the TV series Bones. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite procedural TV series. I think Emily Deschanel did a wonderful job in the role of Temperance Brenan. And to me, it would behoove them to get Emily Deschanel to read the audiobooks, as another connection to the character would be nice. This book, however, Evil Bones, starts out a little, well, to be fair, a lot of bit slow. The character Temperance Brenan, her personal life, her family life are all there. The case itself is what's slow. It takes a long while to get enough momentum up, to get the energy up, to become a case worth hearing about and worth caring about as the reader. There are things going on that you're like, that's not cool. But there's no, and for a vast majority of the book, there's no real spirited tension, either in the case or towards Temperance Brenan or her family. There's no real spirited tension. So when it comes at the end, it feels a little bit contrived and forced, I have to be honest. That does not mean that the case doesn't pick up steam. It does pick up steam, but it just takes so long to get there that I cannot tell you that any normal reader wouldn't put this book down before you got there. If you're a fan of the Temperance Brenan series, if you're a fan of Kathy Reichs, you're going to stick with it all the way through the end. Plus, you've already bought the book. You've already pre-ordered the book. You're in it for the long haul. I am speaking now to the reader that loves the Bones TV series. Just found out Kathy Reichs does books and wants to pick up her latest, which is Evil Bones. This book may not hold your interest. As a matter of fact, I would venture to say it's not going to hold your interest. It's not that it's not good. It's not that the character and all her nuance, science lingo, I should say, not babble. Science lingo is there. Her smarts are there. The character as we know her, both in TV form and book form, is there. The family's there. The ancillary characters are there. But the case that's meant to be the A case is, you almost have to force yourself kicking and screaming to go through it. And this pains me to say, because I love this book series. I think this book series is one of the best out there, and I want to see Kathy Reichs get back to form and get back to ratcheting up the tension and the drama while keeping the science well grounded. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I don't think that's too hard to go about getting. I don't think you have to balance the science part of the books. You have to balance the science with action and wanting the reader to read. Did I find the book personally fun? At times, yeah, the book even made me laugh out loud. Do I think that your casual reader who's not a Kathy Reichs Temperance Brenan fan will find the book enjoyable? Probably not when there's authors like Jeffrey Deaver, Michael Connelly, Craig Johnson, Laurie R. King, just to name a few, Lee Child, just to name a few, that has you on and jumping right from the start. So, and I'm not saying that, me personally, I'm glad I read it. I enjoyed that I read it. It was a good read for me. I'm looking at it from the point and perspectives of a reviewer, and I would have to say that because it moves so slow, because the case is so lackluster at first, but when it does pick up steam, it's like a roller coaster. For most of the book, you're climbing up, 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 up. When you reach the apex, you're like, okay, here we come. And then you go right downhill, and the book is good when you go downhill. And then all of a sudden the book ends, and you're like, all that build up for just that. And the B case that's in the book is a little bit contrived and angsty at best. Now you do care because it involves Temperance Brenan's family, so you do care as the reader if you're a fan of the characters and a long-time reader of the series. Now, if you're new to the series, I implore you, go back and read Death du Jour. Go back to book 1. You'll get a more sense of what I'm talking about the impending doom and danger and the impending dread that Temperance feels and the need for her to be in on the case. This one was kind of like, yeah, we'll give her something to do, you know. At least that's the way it felt to me as a reader, until it got to a certain point and things started picking up. Once things started picking up, which was about a halfway to a 3/4 of the way through the book, then you're going, okay, this is a case that deserves Temperance's attention. You know, Tempy's attention. This is a case that deserves attention. Too bad you had to get half to 3/4 of the way through to figure that out, though. That's the thing. So for me, it is a read it, own it, like it on my scale. On the GoodReads scale, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because the ending does save it. The latter quarter, half to quarter of the book does save it, but I do have to dock at a point for just having an incredibly slow and almost dull start. I want the book to... I want the Kathy Reichs books. I want all my favorite authors like Kathy Reichs, Michael Connelly, Craig Johnson, Stephen King, Jeffrey Deaver. I want them all, John Scalzi, I want them all to gain my attention right from the start and make me glad I read the book and make me almost miss the book. And in this case, while I'm glad I read Evil Bones, it was a good read, no pun intended. It was a good read. It just wasn't... How do I put this? I wanted more, and I was left wanting more. I love the science in these books. I love the attention to details in the books. I just wish we could ratchet up the tension, ratchet up the edge of your seat, white knuckle action, and get there sooner, have more of it, so that the book flows and it becomes a page turner. This book is in no way a page turner. Unfortunately, I wanted it to be. I was looking so forward to getting to this once I got it for review. But if I didn't have to read it for review, I don't know if I would have finished it. I really honestly don't. Now, am I glad I did? Yes. But I don't know if I would have. So before I ramble on too long, let me know in the comments down below if you read any of the Kathy Reichs' Temperance Brenan novels? Let me know that in the comments down below. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.